How fast do you think you could deploy this skill and earn 5 figures a month? In a weekend. In a weekend. Most people who want to make money in AI fall into the exact same trap. They try and learn everything at once and they end up learning nothing because they're overwhelmed. So in this video, I'm going to give you a list of just 7 AI skills that you can actually monetize, including how much to charge and the mini playbooks for each one. And the last one on this list is a brand new opportunity. So pick 1 or 2 that match your strength, skip the rest and start earning right now. So let's start with the skill that generates the most recurring revenue right now, which is AI system management and optimization. You see, a lot of businesses have started using AI systems, but they run into the same constant issues where the systems break and then they need to go back to doing everything manually. And that is clearly a gap in the market. Think about how IT companies were born. They started adopting IT and then all of a sudden the IT system will break and now you've got MSPs, which actually help manage their IT solutions, and they get paid thousands of dollars a month to do just this. AI systems are no different. They need maintenance, they need updates, they need optimization to keep performing, and AI is evolving much more rapidly than IT ever did. So the point is, most businesses have set up AI tools and then they run them poorly instead of optimizing them, and then they essentially quit on them. So you become their AI operations manager without being on their payroll. You're going to charge them a retainer that's going to be 3 to 5K a month per thing you are helping them optimize. So for example, if you're doing the financial accounts, you might charge them 3K a month for maintaining that. There might be another agent that you've built and you could charge them another 2K a month for that. This is a way that you can make 15, 20, 30, 40K a month in recurring revenue, just keeping their current systems running smoothly. And the IT companies that already exist and have done for a long time have proved that this model works and everyone's willing to adopt it. And by the way, if you are wanting to take advantage of this AI gold rush, make sure you are subscribed. I'm trying to hit 10K subs by the end of this year. But if you're wanting something a little bit less complicated, then the next skill is going to be absolutely perfect for you. See, AI content system design is what I'm talking about. This isn't about writing content though. It's about designing the repeatable systems that businesses can use to create content at scale. See, every business right now knows they need to be creating content, otherwise their business is going to be getting crushed. And the problem is they might be doing it sporadically, but it gets confusing because they just do it through one-off systems and they don't have a repeatable process for not only producing content, but also tracking what the content produces for them. They don't have the templates, they don't have the workflows, they don't have the prompt chains. And this is what you are going to come in and create for them so they can reuse them forever. Think about this more like a content assembly line, like what Henry Ford had with his cars, but for businesses with content creation. And the best thing about this for you is once you've designed a really robust content generation system, you can sell this to them, and then you can also sell it to competitors. You could sell them additional maintenance, and this is serious value to those businesses. You could sell the exact same system hundreds of times. Now, if you want something that's a little bit more hands-on, but still no coding experience, then the next skill is going to be perfect for you. Over the last couple of years, you've probably heard about AI automation agencies, and these were born out the fact that there is no code platforms that can now allow you to make AI automations at scale for a very cheap cost. Think about Zapier, Make, and NAN is the new kid on the block. These no-code tools are super powerful, but they can be very intimidating for business owners. And frankly, a lot of them don't even know they exist or what they can do. And this is your big advantage. You're going to bridge this gap between, I want this automated and it actually works for these businesses and delivers a result, cost efficiencies, making them more money. See, simple automations that you probably already know how to do are going to be saving them hundreds of hours a year. And it is very easy to justify a high 5-figure fee for implementing these solutions for them. And once you learn a platform like NAN, every setup from your side just gets faster and you can charge higher rates. And also, if you sell the same system to the same avatars, your cost of replication is essentially zero because you just need to do the slight tweaks for that business. See, how valuable do you think someone is who can come in to a business and turn their manual tasks into, hey, just set it and forget it, we've got this handled? Massively valuable, obviously. But here's where it gets really interesting. The highest paid people aren't just the ones doing the work, they're the ones teaching others to do it too. And this is skill 4, which is AI training and workshops. See, every company wants to upskill their team with AI. They want their team to go from humans to being superhumans, but they have no idea where to start, what can be done effectively. They're not really up on the AI world. And that's where you're going to come in. You're going to do group training, so like corporate training sessions, which means you are earning a ton of money because you are coaching a lot of people simultaneously, but you also have leverage on your time. So you go in and do a day workshop and you teach 40 people. I literally had a client on a call with me yesterday who's doing exactly this for a large real estate brokerage. They're wanting to upskill all of their agents to use AI so they become more efficient and can close more deals. And that obviously benefits the brokerage because they get paid a commission. See, companies are willing to pay a hugely premium rate for customized trainings that fit their specific industry, just like the real estate example I just gave you. They're not just teaching the tools. It's not like, hey, this is how you press buttons on ChatGPT. You're going to be teaching strategic thinking about AI so they can evolve with the times. But one workshop almost will always turn into multiple workshops and a recurring consultant relationship, because the reality is AI is evolving so quickly that they will want refresher courses and updates all the time. So that is the only thing that's getting paid better than once. It's getting paid multiple times because you're going to become the expert in their mind and you're going to help them solve these problems. Now, if workshops sound too intimidating, the next skill will let you sit behind the scenes and still charge premium rates to your clients. So this is AI prompt engineering and optimization. Now, this goes way beyond, hey, write me a good ChatGPT prompt. No one cares about that. You're going to be creating prompt systems that businesses can rely on for consistent results. Now, that is a key word, consistent. You see, most people's prompts give inconsistent results. They need to work every single time. So what you are going to be doing is you are going to be building big prompt library, testing chains, optimizations with specific outcomes for each of these prompts and chains together. And businesses are going to pay you serious money for prompts that actually solve their problems in their current business and work every single time. And once you have cracked this formula for an industry, let's say you are focusing on real estate, you can sell this exact prompt library and chains and formulas to every other real estate company in the sector, and you once again have leverage on your time. You have built one thing and you maintain it, and everyone buys the same thing for you and they get immense amounts of value. And how much do you think people are going to pay you if you can guarantee them that the AI is going to spit out exactly what they want? A boatload of money. Of course they are, because you're going to be charging a boatload and they're going to be saving 10 times more than you're charging. But if you really want to think long term, the next skill set builds an asset that will actually pay you forever. So AI-powered data analysis and insights. See, every business has data that they are not using, and it should be a criminal offense. But you don't need to be a data scientist to understand it. You just need to know how to ask AI the right questions about their numbers. See, most businesses are sitting on absolute gold mines. I would argue they are more valuable than gold because this data can have asymmetric returns. But this data without insight is valueless, which is why they haven't used it. So now what you're going to be coming in and doing is building AI on top of their data to analyze patterns in minutes that would have previously taken days, weeks, months, even years, depending on the amount of time, with more accuracy than the humans that would be doing it. And you're going to be transitioning this data into an actionable insight, and therefore they can make business decisions. And this is consulting level value. And why is that important? McKinsey, Bain, Deloitte, PwC are multi-billion-dollar per year revenue businesses because they provide consulting level value. And that is what you can do providing this level of insight. You see, these insights will literally uncover huge game changes for businesses, whether it's inefficiencies or asymmetric improvements that they can make with regards, say, outreach, for example. What's more valuable to this business? Someone who can just crunch the numbers, or someone who can actually tell you what these numbers mean and tell you what to go and do off the back of them? And finally, the skill that has the smallest barrier to entry, where you could be making 5, 10, 15, 20K a month as a total beginner, but will also have a 50-person consulting firm doing $1 billion a year, is something I like to call vibe consulting. So while everyone out there is going ahead and building these really complex AI systems, which, yes, they can make you money, but there is a boatload of money simply sitting on the sidelines with confused owners who are trying to figure out how AI can actually impact their business so they can adopt it, so they don't get crushed by the people that have already figured out how to adopt it. So these companies are just paralyzed by thousands of AI tools, and there is more every single day, and they understand AI can help them. They just don't understand how AI can actually help them. They have their pain points, but they don't know how to bridge the gap. So you're not going to be building anything for these people. You're going to have conversations, ask the right questions, and you are going to connect the dots between the things they want solving and the things that you know can successfully be solved by AI. See, one successful discovery call can save them thousands and months of time with the wrong solutions. Think of it this way. If a company had been going for 10 years and you find $100K a year inefficiency that could be solved by AI, that one decision has cost them $1 million. Of course, they would be willing to pay you premium rates to solve that inefficiency, because in the first year alone, they're going to save $100,000. You are going to be giving them the clarity. You're going to be the peace in amongst the AI noise. You're not going to be a recommendation. You're going to say, go and do this thing. How fast do you think you could deploy this skill and earn 5 figures a month? In a weekend. In a weekend. If you have an industry and network and you understand how to hold the right interview, you could start making 5 figures a month starting in a weekend. So if you want to learn how to set up your own vibe consulting firm, you can watch this video up here and I'll walk through everything.